Can you see, Jamdalla?
Yeah, I can see.
Do you remember what your starting hand was?
I think I can run through the history here. I think I started off with city states, and I want to say the wheel, but I think that's a different game I started around the same time.
I think wheel was correct.
Oh yeah, the wheel. Yeah, the wheel and city states, I think.
Yeah, wheel is good, city states not so much.
Or Code of Laws, sorry.
Oh no, right.
Purple is the crown.
Yes. Yeah, so here I had. Yeah, I'm not sure if domestication is correct move, but I thought like pottery likes when cards are gone. So
Right.
do you remember what you got?
And I think you used domestication. You ended up forcing me to melt something over the wheel or something pretty quickly. We got my next turn, which was good for you.
So here you used. You don't like clothing as a card, or
I don't like what, sorry?
the clothing?
I think clothing.
I do, yeah, clothing. Remember what it does.
It's the one that like gives you points for how many unique colors you have.
Right, I do like it early on. I think I decided to go with this because I wanted to keep using the wheel, and I thought I would fill up my board pretty fast.
I'm always relieved when clothing is gone. So like,
yeah. Did masonry come up, by the way?
Sorry?
On your, I never saw masonry this game, and yesterday in the other game,
I think I scored it.
You scored it, okay.
You have a. Actually, don't know which card was in this. Yeah. Yeah, so here you didn't share with pottery. Is it because you liked the cards you had, or?
I remember so this happened a few times where I didn't share, and I remember on the very first one, I forgot there was a draw one.
I see.
Obligated after, and I just didn't want to give you the sharing bonus. Then I drew anyway, and you got the sharing bonus. On the subsequent times, I think I hadn't shared because I think, I just wanted to hold on to the cards that I had, and I figured 1 point wasn't enough compensation.
Because like here it's something that like later on will hurt you when you get medicine because you have no low cards somehow.
Right. Yeah. I was sitting with 1-2 in my score pile for most of the game.
So in general, do you like to have like a strong board? Is that why you were using?
This isn't usually how I play very much.
I
usually have a bit of a weaker board, and end up getting outsplayed a lot and sharing a lot, but somehow pulling through. But I came so close to losing a few recent games. I was thinking, let me build up a strong board this time. I remember the first time we played afterwards, you told me the easiest way to beat someone is give them Code of Laws and they'll win.
Yes. Against certain opponents, it's like. But I think here made sense because like ores was really annoying.
Mhm.
Like I wish I didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, Jamie, there's my question. Why didn't you use ore when you could?
There was a little while where we were
Ah,
tied in towers, like right here. And then eventually, once I could, I think we were at the point where I think Thomas had maybe 2 1s left in hand, if I'm remembering correctly, and a few 2s. And I figured those 1s had been there long enough. And he'd already melded one of the 2s, if I'm remembering correctly. And I thought he hasn't kept any crowns in his hand.
Yeah, that was
If
correct.
anything, he
Like
maybe has one.
okay.
Then I thought there was something else I preferred to do with my time. I forget what it was, but I wasn't
Okay.
thinking.
Yeah, that's very smart actually. That's great.
I figured he would be too careful to keep that many crowns in hand.
Yeah, like here I because I there is a like here it was a problem because I had to share pottery and sharing pottery kept giving me new cards. And that's the same because like you can with pottery, if you have 1/1, which is not a crown, you can return 3 and then draw the 1 back.
Yeah.
But the problem is if you also share, the other person will draw something. And then it becomes a bit complicated. And so here I had to I wish I could have gotten rid of map making immediately, but like I thought playing with it was the safest thing. And also give me a 2 at like
So here I was just trying to get back to 5/5 in towers, I think. Yeah. Hoping to get something so that I could use ores eventually.
yeah, here I think yeah, so here I wanted to get age 1, get rid of canal building, and then I thought, okay, I can give you tools and because you this way I knew what you would draw. Yeah, so here in theory you could have melded tools and use ores, but
yeah,
I knew where most of the cards were because map making was out, currency was out.
exactly.
Canal building I just returned, and so in the worst case you would have scored 2 points. So I thought
Right. I think I hadn't seen canal building, but I thought probably I think if you hadn't achieved 1, I might have tried it just in case I could. Although no, I might have scored only 4 max. I think, not knowing canal building was there.
So you drew. What did I do? And then tools. And also I forced tools.
Yeah.
And yeah, so here the idea was I will get some cards. If I get 2 with crowns, I can use pottery, get rid of 3, and then redraw philosophy. And that would be safe. And here I draw only canal building, which was okay. And then I use agriculture to get rid of it.
This is where I got confused about road building.
Yes.
Because I really wanted map making, so
Mm.
that I could run up into somewhere in the 5 to 10 range while hurting you a little bit.
Yeah, I think I still would have gotten 2 anyway, because like I could use agriculture on alchemy, but yeah, like getting something like 8 points would make a difference. Yeah, here it was like road building is very tricky to use because it depends on like if the other person has cards they don't mind playing, then and also here you had only one, so it was like I could force you to play it. Also, construction was like probably something you didn't want. Yeah, I don't know.
No, like to hold on to ores for the time being.
Yeah.
I was also at that point hunting for a yellow card because I knew I had construction there, but it didn't come up for a while. Switch back.
And then here, I guess I drew because my idea was like, okay, you have math, so potentially you can tech up.
Yeah.
The only problem with my board is that it's quite slow, so I was thinking like if I'd start reducing the cards. Like I was pretty sure monotheism was going to get rid of fermenting soon, but that wasn't also too bad because then you also get rid of cards. Like you remove a couple of cards from the deck. So I wasn't.
You know what? I got confused about monotheism here too. I read too quick, thinking that you would transfer to my board rather than my score file.
I see.
I was thinking then I can use fermenting, draw some 3s and 4s, get currency. But then, yeah, then I just gave you back agriculture.
So like you confuse it with city states, basically.
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember what your card was?
Blue 3 aside from translation.
Okay. Yeah, not the most useful.
Let's see. Oh no, that's not it. That's alchemy. I would have had. I might have had engineering. I don't think I had medicine yet.
Yeah, so here I think the idea was getting points, and this way, if you use math, I can go directly to 5.
It's around this time I started to get desperate. Oh no, it was medicine. Okay.
Here, had you considered stealing?
No.
Because then I would play 2, or you didn't want map making?
I just thought you'll steal right back and you'll end up building a couple more cards.
Yeah.
Because I would have liked map making, but I don't think you would have let me keep it. If I had had 2 cards in hand extra, then I would have done it. But this is where I end up just melding that 4, which is evolution. Experimentation, sorry. And just starting for something nice to happen.
And then here I got a little carried away using calls.
Well, I mean, it was a good strategy.
No, but like the point was that I forgot about society at some point. Like I like
Right.
it was not in my mind. Should I should I score statistics? Oh, but it ties the bulbs. I mean, wait, Yeah, so here I sort of was like, okay, if societies, I had nothing that can be stolen, that's no problem.
Mhm.
And then you got physics. Attica, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, then you get statistics.
Yeah. That
And
was.
we were,
Yeah. Please go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say that, we were kind of debating whether Jamdalla is going to do medicine first and then steal statistics, or just steal it and just, go with
I
it.
honestly thought he was going to do statistics, and then I was hoping that you would get more light bulbs so they could force you with physics to draw 3 cards and hopefully get you to discard all of your cards.
Mhm.
Yep.
That wouldn't have been a good idea.
I think, I don't know. It was at this point it was quite difficult to come back, I think, because I had a lot of score and.
Mhm. My hope really at this point, once I got my hands on statistics, was just try to depress your score enough that you wouldn't be able to get all 6 achievements. Try to keep one thing score.
Yeah, so here I made a mistake, like I should have never. But I was thinking of this way I tie the bulb so you cannot use physics, but I completely forgot about societies.
I think I draw a 5 here before I take statistics because I'm hoping to get pirate code. Because I think
Pirate code? Sorry, did you say we're hoping to get pirate code? But the problem is that you could use it only basically like once with medicine and once with societies, and that would have stolen like 4 points. I think it was like.
then also with itself, right?
Sorry?
Keep all those ones in your score pile that whole time. You had 2 1s, 2 2s, and a bunch of 3s, something like that. I guess I'm just.
Yeah, I think I just scored pottery. I just scored pottery and agriculture.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, but here it was tunnel vision. I was just focused on physics and I completely forgot about societies, which potentially was a problem. Like, so you stole.
That was just, I think, to get you down below 30.
Yeah.
Because I thought, okay, I'll need to waste at least one more turn getting back up in score.
Yeah, here I was hoping for anything but a red. And I could have scored statistic if I had been thinking, but and then I achieved 5. And here I was lucky. I got something that was not like a purple or a red, and then I had to sacrifice coal, which is
Yep.
heavy heart.
And it was blasphemy all over again.
Yes, exactly. But it is like it resurrected.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I remembered your story.
Like here, like you wanted classification to steal my cards. Was that the idea, or?
I didn't really have. I spent a while just trying to look at what cards had come by and thinking, do I have what I need in hand to take away his 5 and 6, but there wasn't really much way to guess, and I think I just didn't have enough information. I think I had a yellow card and a purple at this point, but I mostly, again, you were so close to winning, I thought, okay, well, he's gonna have to at least spend another turn melding, because if you have classification on the board, you just achieve, and you're done at this point. Yeah.
Yes, because
I think I'm just
you could, if you had used statistic twice, I would have had 22, yes. Then Paul went back. And here I just noticed that even if you removed all the points, I could still score 6. And
I realized that once you hit Cole. But wait, how did Cole get back in your hand?
because you use statistics.
Oh, right, and that gives you a draw 5, right?
No. You put, so it was in my score pile and it went, you put it back in my hand. And
then you got it.
yeah, so you removed everything you could, but then it was.
You still had exactly enough.
Yes. I mean, here still thing could have gone wrong because actually, maybe I should have just used philosophy. No, this was a mistake. I should have used philosophy.
Well, I think the only thing that would have done it is if you tucked under the reds, right?
Yeah. Well, also the purple.
Well, because you score both, I think.
No, democracy was still out.
But I mean, but you would score philosophy and democracy, right?
Yeah. Sorry. No, so sorry. I was thinking I needed the 6. No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. No, but like here I should have used philosophy. That was wrong.
You had a 6 in hand, right? Yeah. Oh.
But I don't know.
The odds were slim. I think one of the red 6s was already on your board, right? The bottom one.
Yeah, just like I like my feelings toward Cole. I wanted to redeem myself. But you got 2 final recently. Is like,
yeah. And 2 pretty heavy losses in the finals.
Well, I think
Next time, 4th time will be a chance.
so. You said that usually you don't care too much about playing. Like you're very aggressive with.
Yeah, I think if I look at my recent games, a lot of the time I don't have a strong board, although I usually have the highest top card. But when I get my hands on math and printing press, a lot of the time or the purple one that lets you I think it's on H3. Education. Yeah. I've tended to do that a lot and go for score wins or eventually be able to overwhelm them with 8s or 9s or 10s. But yeah, I tried something different this time.
No, I think it made a lot of sense because like Ors was really keeping me in check somehow. I think the only thing went wrong was like the road building. Up to road building, everything was sort like you are keeping me in check, but after that it was sort of like.
Yeah, Ors was one of the things that I thought when I can use it. I turned things around, that moment never came.
Yeah, it can. I mean, it's not a very reliable card because, but it's a real threat in the sense that like if something goes wrong, you can score like 15 points in one round, and and also it blocks like fermenting and like other cards that let you draw a lot.
Yeah, and I think if you're able to hold on to it on top of your board till ages 4, 5, 6, it becomes really, really terrible. I have a question that's unrelated to our game, but I've been wondering, why are these tournaments called Billy?
Yeah, I think I asked Super is the name of his dog or some
Oh,
dog some dog in his extended family, I guess.
okay. So Super Dennis has been running these, I guess, for 200
Yeah,
something weeks.
I haven't checked, but like that's my understanding. Like him and JJ Oops, they are, I don't know, brother-in-laws or something like that, and
They're what, sorry?
brothers-in-laws.
Okay, yeah.
And so they meet sometimes in real life and play innovation, and then they started the tournaments, I guess.
I've never played it in real life, and I've been thinking it. I don't think I want to.
Yeah, I think like
There's a lot of
having the
copy.
count of the icons really helps.
Yeah. And also telling the other person, hand me your pile. I want to read everything down under your cards.
Yeah. Like there are a couple of rules that I think gets lost playing online.
Mm-hmm.
The sense that because you don't pay attention, like you don't have manually to put the cards
Mm-hmm.
in the stack, when you don't realize, it took me a very long time to realize that you are choosing the order with
I agree with you.
yeah, like the moment you like when I was playing at first, I was, when they were asking me, okay, return your cards, for instance, with physics, like physics phase, and then I didn't realize that it mattered the order in which I was returning things, because that's information. And
Yeah.
or for instance with alchemy it really matters in which order you return things. And I think if I had played in real life, maybe I would have realized it earlier.
Yeah, that makes sense. I remember one time early on, someone hit me with a card that said, return all cards in your hand or something like that. And I had 8 or 9 cards.
Yes.
And then I sat there clicking them one by one and thought, this is so cruel. Why don't they automate this? Just making it sting. But yeah, I think, I would understand how road building works by now if I were doing it manually.
Yes.
So sometimes cards fly around and
Atika, do you have any questions or Epic Thinker?
Well, I was
Not really.
for a long
from-
time I was thinking he was gonna do was that monotheism as well. Jamie, you had monotheism, you could have wiped out what was that, agriculture, right?
Mhm.
So why didn't you go for that? Instead, you covered it.
I don't remember why. I was considering it. I think I ended up covering it with Reformation because I had some sort of plan for Reformation, which never ended up materializing.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was.
Okay. Alrighty.
But yeah, that would have been probably the strategy.
Alrighty.
You had agriculture, and what was under it?
Sorry. Is it?
I think I can look here. No, it's gonna.
Under agriculture,
Mm-hmm.
it was domestication. Maybe I could have forced some meds. I think one problem with using monotheism, if the other person has pottery, is that you're like removing a lot of cards from the deck. with the play with the tuck, and it's a bit like you're not getting many points and you're making the other person faster. So, but in this case, maybe limiting the number of leaves could have been useful. But you any like by playing Reformation, you still got the leaf majority, so it was sort of.
Oh, I didn't have it before. Okay.
Like you achieve the same result, maybe in a better way, because monotheism would like remove more cards from the deck.
If I had played monotheism more to remove agriculture and forced you more towards using pottery and being able to share it, and actually shared it with you, that might have been a way to keep up a bit in score.
I think that the only thing that really hurt you was like medicine with no low-level cards. Okay, when Call arrived, then that problem was really not an issue, I think, because like Call is much faster than medicine in general.
Because you're scoring 2 at a time?
Yeah, you're scoring 2 at a time. Then you can choose if you score high or low in general. Like, there wasn't much left on my board in the end, but like in general, like you try to like
I enjoyed the coal use.
Thanks. Yeah. I really love Call. Here I think I misplayed it a bit. But...
I like those games where you end up just tearing down your whole board and running on just this little skeleton, but you've got such a lead that you can do it.
Yeah. Like my favorite games in the past were like you are behind on everything, and like you use math on a 4, you get Call, and at that point you just use Call until it's like you can say, okay, this gives me age 4, 5, 6, 7. Like the only problem with that is if the other person has clothing, then you have to be a bit more careful of what you do, because like if you if you annihilate all colors, then the other person scores more than you do. But like I haven't met many people that keep clothing available just in case
Exactly.
Call becomes an issue. But by the way, do you want to see where you are on the ranking board?
Cool. I mean, I saw it sometime in the last few days that I was now ranked. When you get, I guess, maybe top 3 in the tournament, you get XP.
Yes.
BJ, what does it do?
Nothing, but
okay.
Like I've been collecting the points for the different tournaments from January, because I would like to have a tournament next January with the top 16 players. Okay. And then you are 13th right now.
So that's the rankings you have.
Yeah.
What, the XP points?
Yeah, so it's like basically the weekly tournaments, you get 100 points for first place, 40 for second place, 15 and 5. And the monthly tournament, basically the first place is 250, and then as before, like 140, 15, 5. And
there's an extra round in the monthly turn. There's
usually it's also, there are fewer of them. It was just to make it a bit different. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers are completely arbitrary because but I don't know.
That's how it's going to be with any scoring system, right?
Yeah, but I think the I mean like the people that I expected to be on be doing well are the people that are there. So like, I think it's a reasonable system.
Yeah, those are all names I recognize. Reef, because I've never encountered Reef Casted.
Yeah, he plays only in the monthly tournament, I think.
Okay.
He won one, so
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of points. And,
Okay.
but like yeah, so towards the I don't know, I thought it was a way to select the people, and then like we could the idea would be to run a tournament best of 3 instead of best of 1.
Yeah.
And then pair like the first with the last, the second.
Right now.
But there are a lot of people that play. Like I think it's nice that there are like 65 people that got something. Attica, you are here.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I
I'm
mean
listening.
you are on the board.
Yep, I am. I kind of looked and, I didn't see much about my name when you scroll through, and it's like, okay, I'm a disappointment. Oh, yeah,
Although you
last
haven't
one.
played so much recently, no?
Yeah, I don't play tournaments much.
Which is a luck for us, because otherwise we would have a problem finding a commentator.
Well, that's why I don't. Yep. Somebody has to, somebody has to be here to make snide comments about you guys. Jamie, you should have heard yesterday's commentary, thwol and Block Moonite were commenting, and I was just ragging these two. I was trashing them.
Yesterday when the game started, I thought, yeah, where's the stream? Let me find it. I found it, and the audio was on, and I heard
Yeah.
about 5 words and thought, no, I don't want to hear this while I'm playing.
I was harassing these people, these two.
Actually, Jamdalla, sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you played, I think, domestication, and you covered pottery with writing. Do you remember?
I don't remember at all.
Okay, but so I think you use domestication to force a meld on Paiwang, but in the process you covered pottery.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I don't know why.
Okay.
Was that very early in the game?
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Like move 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
I remember yesterday there were a couple of moves that when I thought about them after, I thought not good, but I don't remember that part.
Because both Block and I like we stick to pottery, like okay, this card is a savior. Let's keep it here, even if now it's not maybe the most useful. And also we were thinking, like, I mean, there are cards you can cover pottery with, but like we thought that writing was not one of
No, I don't know why I would have used writing. Okay. I like writing if it's like my very first card, but aside from that, writing's draw 2, right?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think of is if I was trying to, block a demand effect with bulbs or something like that. But I don't see why otherwise. Or get the bulb advantage for something else. I don't know.
Okay. Shall we stop here, or anyone has ask questions?
I'm good. I enjoyed the match, guys.
Thanks, Epic.
Yep, and thank you. It was an interesting game, and yes, you guys answered all the questions. So, yep, it was a great game, and congratulations to both of you. So, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Attica, for always taking care of this.
All right, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye, Jamie.
Thanks everybody and congrats on.
Bye. Bye, Jamie.
Bye.